Just real quick. It's fucking a lot of work getting this shit started. We'll talk World's playoff picture and everything else.
Zoltan Bombs guessed my game tonight.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And I have the game.
I'm going to have to pull up ChatGPT again. Hold on.
Tom, you were struggling going live last night, huh?
What do you mean?
You kept disconnecting. You would go live.
I disconnected once.
Go live.
My computer blue screened.
It popped up in Discord like 7 times.
No, yeah, my computer blue screened. I only disconnected once. I blue screened and that was it.
I'm so fucking tired. Holy shit.
Yeah, let me take a little nose spray. I'll be right back.
Is Tiggy doing coke?
I hope so.
I just said I was tired, and he was like, yeah, fuck this. I'm going to go do a little nose sugar.
It's about that time.
No, fuck that. I'd be up until fucking 5. I'd be up watching the sunrise, and then wouldn't be able to get an erection for 3 days.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's in the gums. It's in the gums, yep. Dude, no shot. The same fucking Indian scammer just called me 2 times in a row when I hung up on them.
You won't put him on air.
I won't.
You know, this might be a crazy take, but I think I would rather be with a girl doing cocaine than be with a girl that smokes pots and does acid, honestly. Is that insane take?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. How many women have you been with that have
Said yeah, and Dom just said no from 3 rings over.
All right, so how about that? Let's ask the question to the both of you. How many women do you know have gone through their coke phase?
0.
I mean, like, that I've dated, none. That I know and have seen them through it, plenty. But I'd rather do that than, like, be with somebody routinely who smells like cigs.
He said smoking weed and dropping
Cigs.
acid.
Oh, acid? Oh, I thought it was cigs.
No,
Is there mold
no
on this?
Way. It's the weed and acid all day. No way.
Weed! All right.
You guys are not going to get this game tonight, by the way.
On this episode of Not Another Gaming Podcast, we're not recording. Fuck. One sec.
I'll pop this in literally right now.
On this episode of Not Another Gaming Podcast, we're going to be talking about the League Worlds 2024 playoff picture. We're going to be talking about Backyard Sports debuting once again live on Steam today. We're doing a little Zoltan Bob's Guess My Game, and we're still raising money for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So get your asses in here, donate some money for a great cause, and enjoy the show. It is episode 408? 408? Jesus Christ. Keep your arms and legs inside the podcast at all times and donate some money. Let's go.
Damn, Reg really wants me to throw this in right now? Fine. Don't drink that. Throw that out. If you're second guessing it, throw it out. That's what I've learned after getting food poisoning
son, where'd you
6
find
times.
this?
Yo, welcome back to Not Another Gaming Podcast. It's episode 408. We're back live and direct and handsome. It's your boy, Papa Dom. My dog is making a bunch of noise and probably just woke my toddler up. We're here, Breast Cancer Awareness Month 2024. We've raised like $500 so far. We're going to do a little fundraiser update on your heads. But of course, we couldn't be doing this without my two beautiful, handsome, effervescent co-hosts. A man who has never, ever used any one of his six senses to consume any sort of anime content whatsoever, and he can decline bench more than your favorite video game content creator, Dr. Bob. What are you tired about today? Let's hear it.
Oh, fuck it, dude. I'm almost 4 full weeks into my fucking 5x5, baby. Been going steady. It's
Jesus.
you do something every weekday and then you take weekends off. But I'm also counting calories with all of it. So like the past few days I've been under 2,000 calories every day. And I just, the energy is being sucked out of me. The fat molecules in my gut are dissolving.
Fuck Wegovy.
So I just did nope, not for me. My doctor did want me to try it though, and I tried it for like 3 weeks, and I got really violently sick from it, so I stopped taking it.
Yikes.
Yeah,
I do know a couple people who took it, who actually like it was targeted for, and it like really changed their lives. So I'm very proud of them. So,
yeah, same, 100%, same.
But if you're like 165 pounds and you're taking that shit, maybe go see a therapist. Anyway,
I was also at the heaviest point in my life, and my doctor was like, "Maybe try this," and I was like, "Maybe let me get out of this deep sinkhole of depression first, and then we'll see what I can do."
Maybe.
I'm halfway out of that sinkhole, baby, and I'm lifting heavy again.
Maybe. If you're anywhere on top of the Earth's crust, and you saw Inspired pick Nunu in Worlds 2024 just a couple hours ago, and you heard somebody moan from across 500 time zones, you already know it was the United States Uncle Sam's own representative coming at you screeching like a bald eagle down Silver Q. Soon to be going to a Los Angeles Dodgers and San Diego Padres game with an unnamed member of the WGG community. My friend and yours, Tiki Nation. How are you, sir?
I'm doing tremendous here, guys. I'm feeling fantastic. A little Triple H water show right to the viewers.
That was unbelievable.
That live.
That was unbelievable.
/Wicked Good Gaming. Hopefully this mic doesn't explode because now it's definitely waterlogged a little bit. But I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to talk video games, and you guys. That was ridiculous. I love this thing.
I'm so glad that you did that because I thought that's what you were doing, but I was focusing. I'm looking at my desk. There's literally nothing here. There's no script here. I'm just looking at like a blank spot on my desk trying to like focus. And I saw the corner of my eye. I saw you going like this, like hitting the Triple H. I was like, no, he's not doing that. There's no way. So.
Oh man, I usually do that when I get like one kill in the bot lane after the 10th minute. 100%. So I just figured I'd bring it out right now.
Dude, I hit the Batista, dude. I'm always you come out like if I'm like 1-0 and 1 to start the game, I'm hitting the like, you know what I mean?
You're hitting the new NFL the new NFL celebration that's getting everyone flagged. You're just gunning people down.
Oh my god, yeah. What was that? Who was the first person to do that? Didn't they it was like a touchdown, and then they like pulled the gun out and like sprayed it into the crowd, like theoretically, and then they like got called back 15. I think it was Drake London, and then it was like 15 yards. The touchdown got called back. It was like a 15-yard penalty, and they had to replay.
Oh man, it's too good. And then most recently there was like some D3 college football guy that caught a pass, and he like didn't just shoot. He like straight up like executed the guy right in front of him, and the ref is standing 2 feet from him and like walks over, flag, almost like he was giving him a red card in soccer.
Oh my god, that's unbelievable.
And the guy just goes like, "Oh man, can't have any fun anymore."
Yeah,
It sucks. It's just like the Key and Peele skit where you can only get half of a hump in.
Yeah.
Before they throw the flag.
A quarter thrust. You're a quarter thrust away. Yeah, I mean, guys can't have hobbies anymore, apparently. Guys can't have fun anymore. But we're here live direct. We're doing it real big. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. If you have yet to donate, please make sure, if you haven't already, please take a look into the charity that we are donating to that we've been doing the last 3-4 years now. Runway for Recovery. They're a phenomenal 501c3 certified nonprofit based in Massachusetts. They are changing the lives of breast cancer patients, survivors, and their families. and they do some amazing work, and we know that firsthand. So check out their mission. You can donate bits, subscriptions, actual donations to our PayPal. The tip jar is right on our Twitch page. It's going to be in the show notes as well. And you can support us all month long. You can also buy some absolutely incredible merch from orchid8.com. We're right on the front page. Every dime of proceeds from that merch is going to go towards this incredible charity. So definitely keep an eye peeled. And if you don't have any money, signal boost the podcast. Retweet, like, share. If you have any Discords or group chats, let them know. It's absolutely free. It'll take you 5 seconds to share it, and it'll mean a lot, and it could potentially change some lives. So with all that being said, let's go into a little weekend recap. Right
Damn,
now,
son,
there we
where'd
go.
you find
There's a sound
this?
effect. And as for me, I'm going to start off. Didn't do a whole lot. On Friday, went out with my dad. We went to go see Sebastian Maniscalco, who is like the biggest boomer comedian. You know,
I got my mom tickets to go see him for Friday.
Hell yeah! Are you going too?
No, so she went this past Friday.
Oh, nice. Oh, we were there too. Yeah, so we were there on Friday. So we went out in the North End. You know, we had a little night. We, you know, couple nice Italian boys, and then you know, it was nice. You know, I'm not like I haven't watched all of his specials. You know, it's a lot of like boomer humor. It's like what's wrong with kids these days and stuff like that. But he had some funny shit, and we actually had some
these friggin' airports.
Yeah.
Right? They don't have any of the gabagool.
Yeah, right.
And I look at my sister-in-law to my right, and I go, "Hey, where's the gabagool?" Mm-hmm. And then everyone in the crowd just starts fucking dying laughing.
Erupting, just literally in tears, laughing, like throwing up and laughing so hard. It was good, though. It was a good time. The little football Sunday, you know, had a great time. We, good friend of mine also likes his barbecued meats. So we did a little rib off where we both like smoked ribs, and then we met at his house. Everybody brought like some beers and desserts and stuff like that, and we made the entrees, and it was good. And I went 2-0 in my fantasy leagues, 2 wins, which is the first time this week. What?
A rib off is one letter away from something you don't want to Google search.
All right, I'll think on that. Bob, how was your weekend? What'd you do?
I played in a golf scramble on Saturday.
Nice.
Woke up at the ass crack of dawn, drove fucking hour and a half to fucking New Hampshire. And I don't even know how many teams were there. There were probably like 30 teams, but it's the hardest course I've ever played at. I swore I would never go back, but my friend's like family runs the tournament apparently every year. So he was like, dude, you got to come play with us. So played in a scramble on Saturday. We played okay. There were a lot of like cool gimmicks on all the holes, like dizzy bat on one of the par threes where you spin around your club 10 times.
Damn, it was like Mario Kart. You had like little handicaps on each map.
Every hole or every other hole. There was something on every other hole. Tee off on top of an empty beer can. Like shit, like the John Daly tee off on top of a beer can.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, we shot like 5 under, I think, through 18, which is, I think, okay for how that tournament went, just because that course is so fucking hard.
I think I would shoot 300 over right now if I haven't golfed all year, but I would shoot horrendously.
Well, that's why you got to scramble.
I know.
With 3 other people who carry. But I actually played fairly decent. Like we took a good chunk of my shots throughout the day. Raid night, Saturday night, we got hard stuck on Brood Twister yet again. What else? Just been playing a lot of Counter-Strike. It's crazy. People got that Counter-Strike itch again. So now there's fucking 15 people in Discord cycling through like a 5-stack in Counter-Strike every single day for 8 hours a day.
Hell yeah.
So I'm back on the grind, back on the CS grind.
Oh shit. We got about 2 more good weeks of WoW left in you, and then...
No. I'm still playing WoW every day. I'm doing my weeklies. Like I sign on and I do my weeklies. Like, what else is the point of playing the game besides gearing up and getting ready for raid night?
You
There's nothing
got
else for me to do.
Did you do your pet battles this week?
No, because that's dumb. Next question.
They're easy world quests.
I don't care. I do my delves, I do raid on normal, and then I spend one day trying to do mythic keys, and then I realize they won't bring me into a +7 or above unless I'm eye level 630.
Yeah, no.
And then even at fucking 5 and 6, people don't know the mechanics. So I just
don't.
waste a day.
Dude, M0s are fucking miserable. M0s are miserable. All I needed was a pair of braces for my rogue to actually get like all epic everything. He's at 609 right now. That's my highest eye level is 609. I haven't been like exactly grinding like keys or anything like that, so I haven't been like grinding eye level.
Jeez.
All I needed was a fucking pair of braces. First boss in Dawnbreaker, pair of braces. People just stepping in shit, dying in late. This is a 0. No affixes, just a 0. Same thing for my healer.
It's awful.
I'm like,
fucking awful.
dude, it's so bad. I don't know if it's just like that the IQ level, the average IQ level in the game is lower than it's ever been, or if like, if the mythic level in the game is harder than it's ever been. But
it's
not fun.
Proven.
It is
It's
easily.
proven that it's more
like
difficult.
delves, raids, PvP, world quests, 16,000 miles of dragging your fucking ball bag through broken glass, and
Walking from
then
one end of the war within to the other end of the war within.
and then using that same broken glass as contact lenses, and then mythic dungeons is like the level of fun in that game.
That's why why I'm still playing WoW. It's every Tuesday when everything resets. I do my delves. I'll do the raid on normal. I'm not going to get any gear, but I'm looking for fucking Ruined Harbinger crests, which by the way, you can't get unless you go into
Correct.
Mythic +9.
Correct.
Mythic +9 to get those. So I can't do anything until I get fucking heroic gear dropped from raid. So what the fuck? What's the point? What else is there to do? There's nothing else for me to do.
Some ass. Luckily, you can like make good. You can do some decent shit, like just getting. The weeklies are pretty fun. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, delves feel like the way like M0s and like M+2s used to be, where like you can have a conversation with somebody, you can like just be chatting or whatever, and just like casually, not stomping through it. You still have to kind of focus on it. You know, if you're doing like a tier 8 or tier 9 delve, you still gotta like focus and like do your job and shit like that. But it's also not stressing you out to the point where you're like smashing your fingers through your desk trying to get shit done. And I don't know if Blizzard did that purposefully. Mr. Twinkie LV, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub, 59 months. You're an absolute handsome, sexy legend.
Thank you. What's up, Juju?
And Juju, what the fuck is good, you absolute legend? I hope Japan was beautiful. I hope you and your wife are doing fantastic. Please let her know that we said hello as well. Kisses on foreheads all around. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
but
that's the wrap for this week in WoW.
Yeah, exactly.
It sucked. It sucks. Mythic sucks. Delves are fine. Raid is still okay.
Yeah. And Mr. Twinkie, we miss you, buddy. We haven't seen you in a while. We miss you. T, did you go already? You golfed?
You guys want to know what happened during my weekend, guys?
Yeah. What'd you do?
Know?
How many league games you play? What'd you do?
I played entirely too many. I've been trying. I saw a tweet of this person, and they were like, "Listen, it's time to lock in this split 3. Change your summoner icon to the rose symbol. Change it to the level 30 banner. Take off all tokens. It's time to grind. 3 games minimum. Lock in your champ. You're not playing any sort of meta. You play what you know, and we're grinding to masters." So
That's what
I've
you
been
do.
doing that, and I am in bronze, so I digress. And
Wait, does the rose avatar mean something?
I think you get it at level 30. So I think it's like
Yeah, that was mine.
basically the whole thing was you got to get to level 30, and basically it's like, hey, you're on a Smurf account. Pretend you're on a Smurf account because you just reached level 30 and you bought your account. So that's the whole intention. Unfortunately, everyone who gets paired up with me is going to know, oh no, this isn't a Smurf.
Oh no, it's not a Smurf account.
But it's all right. We're going to go back to the top lane, I think. I think support Tiggy's just over. I need to be a little selfish more in life and just in general. So we're going to go to the top lane and jungle and go to lanes that actually matter, unlike the bottom lane and support. No sense. So
You say that, and I'm the most impactful player in the game when I play support.
yeah, but you're playing with an ADC that actually does damage. You're not
Yeah,
playing
me.
with...
Wrong.
not-
I'm
Yeah, me.
playing with Dom. No.
No,
I'm playing with
no. What? Listen, I finished my kills.
I put them on a fucking
you put
gold-encrusted
him on a diamond
gemstone
platter for me.
for you.
Yeah, you hook him, I cook him. That's the way it goes, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
You're playing with ashes that are maxing W, okay? Now, all right. No, that's who I'm playing with. I'm playing with ashes that max W and don't do any damage. So,
All right, I'm reading the song.
irregardless, we're going back up top. But my weekend was really good. I golfed a lot. I golfed with Gus, who he's a friend of Gerber's. Plays with the White Sox, I think now.
Shout out
So
Gerb.
he came into town with one of his buddies that I've just gamed with and stuff. So it was really cool to meet them and play some golf with them. And I played golf with Gus once, but he got a lot better, so it was kind of competitive. And his friend Zach, and it was just really cool to just kind of meet up with them. Took them to a couple courses. We had a really good night. They're complete goofballs. They were like putting their leg up on the pool table. If you watch my daily vlogs on my Project 50, there was one of them a couple days ago where they're just like abusing this pool table at this poor dive bar. It was a lot of fun. I think that's it. I don't know.
Now, question for you.
on-
Just speaking of the Gerb, friend of the program, friend of real life, Michael Grove. I know he's on the mend right now. A little hurt.
Yep.
Not on the NLDS roster, but if and when the Dodgers advance, I know it's 2-2 right now, the series with the Padres. If they advance, I don't know how this works with playoff baseball. Does he have a chance to come back? Is he done for the season? I know you're an uncredentialed MLB insider / his uncredentialed representative. What's the word on the internet streets with Michael Grove?
Yeah, so I mean, he was here a couple weeks ago, and he was undergoing a little rehab, undergoing a little training, and there was a question in the air of whether he would make the team, honestly, because he's been having this nagging injury all year, and was like, I don't know if they're going to take a risk, but they know I have an arm that can go 2-3 innings if they need. So, and we just don't. I say we as the Dodgers. The Dodgers don't have a lot of starting pitching, so they need someone that can get a couple innings if possible. So. He gets the call up. He gets the call. Boom. Awesome. He throws 1 inning or like a half inning in a game that was out of hands and faced 2 batters. Next day, they place him on the IR. Or, well, not the official IR, but they take him off the roster due to like medical reasons. And the only way to do that is to get special permission from the commissioner. And with that, you have to kind of like disclose the injury and prove it's a legitimate issue. And also, because of that, you're not able to play in the series you're in now, as well as the next series. So if he were to come back, the only way he can come back is if they make the World Series. So for right now, he's allowed to still be with the team. You'll see him in the bullpen and stuff. He's still traveling with them. He's still, on the roster, on the team and everything like that. But the only way we're going to see him on the quote-unquote active roster again and possibly on the mound is if they make the World Series.
So that what you're telling me is that we're going to see Michael Grove on the bump. We're going to see the baby on the bump in the World Series, is what you're telling me.
We're going to see the baby on the bump this year, end of October, early November, winning a World Series.
Shout out Wheeling, West Virginia.
They don't talk about that enough on air either.
I can't wait to hear Bob Costas talking about the history of the history of Wheeling, West Virginia.
West Virginia, oh my gosh. He used to play hockey before this. Did you know that? I mean,
Just going on like a 45-minute tear. Did you know that he appeared on a little-known video game podcast? It's actually the number one most popular video game podcast in Sweden. yeah, I mean, I don't know.
So pretty exciting. Hopefully they keep on winning. I think Game 5's a lock. I think San Diego messed around a little too much, so I'm excited.
All right. So be it. Now, talking about things to be excited about, I know that we're a little anxious. I think we're all a little anxious about Sunday because FlyQuest could not seal up the win today. There's a very interesting comps game 2. They lost 2-1 to Hanwha Life Gaming at Worlds 2024, and we have a very spicy picture. You can't really call it a playoff picture because it's just kind of like the way the groups are set up. It's not really like that, but the groups themselves are looking very, very, very interesting for Worlds 2024. Tiggy, I don't know if you have any insights that you want to touch on for the rest of the games, but we have 4 teams that have advanced to knockouts, and we still have a few teams that are vying for a spot there. So, what are your thoughts?
I tell you, the big surprise I think so far has been Top Esports. They struggled towards the end of the LPL, the Chinese league, towards the end, and they've been a team that's been in every single international tournament for probably the last 5 years, honestly. And I've always been in contention, but they really struggled coming down the stretch. And yet this tournament, they've kind of been blasting and punching up out of their division. They beat Dongwon today, and they kind of stomped them in a way where I couldn't really see how DK wouldn't take a map from them.
Yeah.
And they've been kind of sweeping everything recently. So I'd say that's the biggest surprise is Top Esports is here to fucking stay. Because a lot of the other Chinese teams have not been faring well. Bilibili Gaming is on the brink of elimination. They have to beat PSG Talons. They're down there. So that's a potential roadblock for Friends of FlyQuest. So yeah, I think they're a little bit of a surprise. I think T1 not playing well isn't a surprise, but I'd still be worried to play them if they drop down.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, we have Liquid versus GAM Esports. Like GAM and Fnatic, it feels like they haven't.
Fnatic's so bad.
They're 1-2, but like it feels like they haven't won a series. GAM and Fnatic are still hanging around. We have for tomorrow and Saturday, we've got Liquid versus GAM, Fnatic versus Weibo, Bilibili versus PSG Talon. And then on the 13th, on Sunday, we've got FlyQuest. What do we have? We have FlyQuest, we have D plus Kia, and I think G2 and T1. Have they played yet?
They are playing tomorrow. That is
They're
probably
playing
the
tomorrow.
match of
And
the
the
day.
loser of that matchup. And Zamf, thank you so much for the sub, 8 months. We appreciate you. Bilibili Gaming is doo-doo. I am inclined to agree. I have a feeling that we are going to end up with like G2 versus FlyQuest or something like that. I don't know. I don't trust those fucking balls that they draw out of the little bowls. This shit is all fixed. That shit is all fixed.
It's going to be tough. If you do some predictions, Team Liquid probably beats GAM. Weibo beats Fnatic, and Bilibili beats PSG Talon. And
Yeah.
Liquid's the worst of them, but they've given FlyQuest trouble. Weibo is, went to Worlds Finals last year and lost in a sweep to
Right.
T1. Bilibili has been like second, I feel like.
Imagine it ends up FlyQuest Liquid.
If FlyQuest Liquid would be big because it's like, hey, NA team's going.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's like, listen, who's the best of the West? I mean, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
All the camaraderie goes right out the window. I really hope it's not FlyQuest G2. I'm sorry, FlyQuest Liquid. I hope it's FlyQuest G2, honestly, because I would love to just shit all over G2. Fuck you, Q. I would love for it to be anybody but FlyQuest and Liquid because I want NA to just have that much more longevity in the tournament. And it'd be nice if we would be if we'd have like just live another day. Or I mean, there's also a possibility that both of them lose. So maybe it's easier to just get it out of the way, to have both of them face each other and have steel sharpen steel. But I would also rather both NA teams play a an EU or an LCK team or something like that. You know what I mean? G2 and T1 is like a no-win situation where like one of those absolute killer teams is going to end up in this 2-2 bracket, and that's terrifying. Even though we have like a 1 in 6 chance for FlyQuest pairing up with one of them, that gives me agita like you read about.
But if you don't play them, you're probably playing Billy. You're probably playing Weibo, who have finished top 2 in international tournaments.
Just running from the grind.
Fuck, it's gonna be very interesting Sunday with these 3 matches. It's gonna be great League of Legends.
Yeah.
So could it rival Sunday football?
That's right. And I mean, honestly, I think if you win your way out of that 2-2 bracket, you have anybody who wins their way out of that 2-2 bracket has a good chance of making their way out of knockouts.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think that's bold to say. And I mean, HLE getting stunned in game 2 versus FlyQuest where they fucking rolled all over them.
That was insanity.
I
mean, to pull out a Nunu pick that hasn't been played professionally
7
in
years.
7 years.
7 years.
It's insane. It's insane. But they need to keep doing creative stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they go to game 3 and they play the most vanilla comp of all time that, has been a staple for the last decade, and that got them nowhere.
I mean, they're letting Yone through. They're letting Skarner through. It's like you're going up against the top fucking tier jungler. You're going up against the top playable melee mid laner because Yasuo gets banned. So Yone is the next number 1 pick.
And Yone is like the most. It feels like the most broken, like auto pick champ in the game right now.
That's just. I mean. Look, they went into the series with a game plan, and they thought that, like, whatever, it didn't matter what they went up against, their team comp and the way they were going to go about the game would suffice. It looked okay in game 1, but they lost. And then game 2, they pulled out the pocket pick Nunu, which was fucking crazy. And then game 3, they kind of just got rolled. They let too many good champions go through, and then they tried to counter pick against it. When in reality, they just need to play better champions, I think. But hey, I'm retired from League of Legends. You don't listen to me.
Yeah, but you do have that.
I just played the game before most of these people were born. Before Matsu was born.
That is true. But on the bright side, we stunned the LCK champs right now, the same team that beat the invulnerable GNG. So, not that we're going to hold our heads up high, but it's like, listen, we're fucking here.
Yeah.
Like, we are here. We can compete with these guys.
100%.
Nuke Duck needs to go out there on Sunday and give, a Herb Brooks Miracle on Ice speech or something.
Ooh.
But it's not even 9 times out of 10 they might beat you. Like, it's like, we can beat these teams.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Exactly. They can bleed. Mm-hmm. They can bleed. And that was the thing is like, they get stunned by a champ like that, and it's like, all right, we've been talking for weeks about how, you have the LCK and LPL teams that will, go for these very, very vanilla comps. They're used to kind of doing this farming, and, they do 30 minutes of, these very simple pokes and like low risk plays. But to see the LCS teams come out and just like try to bang knuckles at any given opportunity, the team fights that they were initiating is absolutely incredible. I mean, you see, like, I was just watching like the YouTube chat for game 2, and everybody was like, NA shit, like they're going to the airport, blah, 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 blah. And then to like see things swing in game 2 and to have them just shit all over HLE in game 2, I'm like, dude, they can do this. You have a little bit of time. All right, you get until Sunday. Let's take these 2 days, exactly what we did before. It was 2 days between, you lose a heartbreaker in the last round. Let's talk about it. Let's come up with some creative comps, because I hate to break it to you, but the rest of the world, like the top tier teams, are using these very extremely meta, very like down to an algorithmically chosen approach to the game, and you can shock that system, and you can you can shock the world by introducing, a little bit of chaos. You introduce a Nunu for the first time in 7 years. And
Do you want to know how I explain it in Counter-Strike
Please
terms?
do.
I could play 20 games of Counter-Strike in a row at high elo, where people are like setting up utility correctly, throwing pop flashes correctly, doing full-on site executes correctly, trading off of each other, spacing correctly. And then you get into solo queue, and you just have the one guy that buys a shotgun and runs it down mid all day and gets 2 kills. Mm-hmm. And you win the round because of it, because that's not what people are expecting. People are not expecting the one fucking lunatic on your team to buy fucking a Negev, the machine gun, and just hold one angle with it for 5 minutes. Shake it up. Go in with like, I'd say 3 set in stone team comps. And if they ban XYZ champion, you have 1, 2, 3 champion to replace it with, right? And then you go in with 1 or 2. These are our pocket picks in case this is the break glass in case of emergency pocket picks. Where if you don't think you can beat the other team meta against meta, you break that glass, you pull out the fucking pocket picks, and you make them uncomfortable.
I love it. Force
If I, almost 32 years old, decided to start coaching League of Legends after being retired for God knows how long, that's how I would set up my team.
I like it. Q said, I'm so lost. Who am I banning? Ban Nunu.
Yep. Ban
No,
Nunu.
ban Skarner, ban Yasuo, ban Yone, ban Aurora. Who else?
Just ban Yone, and then tell your boys, listen, you don't have enough talent to win on talent alone. And you better start being creative and pulling your tricks out of the hat,
Yeah.
Mr. Rabbit, because we can beat these guys. Listen, what they should do for these next 3 days, they should go to Hanwha or go to a translator and then have the translator talk to Hanwha and be like, listen, we took one off you, you guys took one off us. You probably need some weird training to play some teams that are going to play weird comps. We need some training on teams that are going to play traditional comps. Why don't we just scrim the next 3 days? And they should just like team up and just like keep closed off scrims, because honestly, the odds of them seeing them later is, I don't know, probably not impossible odds, but I mean, they'll probably be in a different edge of the knockout and the bracket and stuff. You know what I mean? They're not gonna play for a while. So it's like, listen, hey, let's do closed practice. Let's do closed scrims. Us 2 team up. We just played. We're not gonna play for a while, and let's fucking try to get to work.
I love that. I think that, and they were just in EU before Worlds doing some scrims with who were they scrimming with before Worlds? It was an EU team.
Well, I think they're at the Vitality headquarters. So
Yeah.
I don't know if Vitality actually has League
And
of
they had
Legends
like the
anymore in EU.
LCK kind of training camp stuff before the summer split for LCS as well. I mean, why not? Why not? If these teams are up for it, hey, we have these unorthodox comps that you can maybe employ. I mean, we know that you guys have mastered the meta comps in the game. We can learn from each other. We both advance, and we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm sure when it comes to like, it's the MLB postseason or the NFL playoffs, or like the wild card. Like nobody's really going to be trading trade secrets just in case they end up facing off against each other again. But for Hanwha, it's like, all right, yeah, we kind of pantsed you for a game there. And granted, I mean, you get the right fundamentals down, but clearly there are things that we can learn from one another, and this might help us both to advance far enough. And then it's not going to matter once we face each other again because we both know each other's secrets. So what do you have to lose?
I like it. Clip that, send it to Hanwha. Our people will be in touch.
100%. 100%. As the official, unofficial FlyQuest podcast, until the Viola family wants to put us in the payroll, I approve this message. So,
Speaking of that, next topic is going to be the Florida Panthers next I'm just kidding.
the Florida Panthers taking a fat, hot, steaming dump all over the Boston Bruins. Game 1 of their season. And we're not going to talk about that because my mental health is hanging by a thread of dental floss. So, yeah. Bob, we got any good games coming up for PS5, or what do you think?
Oh shit! I forgot to tell you guys over the weekend. Part of my weekend recap. Some fucking neck-bearded, fedora-wearing loser that really needs to get fucking facial acne wash
Yeah.
and move out of his mom's basement. Told me to Kermit over the weekend.
Damn.
Yeah, I was
Didn't
told
do it.
to. I was told to stop breathing.
Yikes.
In game.
No, in real life,
Damn.
by a guy who's. Listen, let me tell you something, all right, buddy? Fucking Matt or whatever your name is, okay? Jim Ryan's not gonna let you suck his dick, okay?
He's retired.
Yeah. You're not gonna get his old used underwear. I promise you that.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't care about you. It doesn't matter that you're waving waving the banner, the Sony banner up on those Twitter streets, those mean Twitter streets. Nobody cares. You are nobody. Nobody cares. But yeah, I don't fucking know. Fuck Sony at this point. I'm so fucking tired of this shit. I wrote a whole article about how fucking this console war bullshit is getting out of control. These people are like truly insane, genuinely insane. And I think it's a crazy fucking hive mind cult that all of these people are just stuck into, and they need to go through a deprogramming system. That's it.
Hell yeah.
It's crazy. They're all lunatics.
Nutcases.
Like here's the most irony in all of this. I make a tweet about Sony fanatics being delusional. A delusional Sony fanatic tells me I need to stop breathing. Is that not delusional?
It's a
Because
lot.
I made fun of the game.
There's a lot going on. Keep going. I'll be right back. I'm listening.
There's nothing to go on about.
Yeah, Bob, I read that article. I forgot to respond to the group, but I tell you, it was an incredible read. I read an entire book over the past 10 days. Your article took so much more knowledge from your article and more laughter than that entire book I just read.
This is what happens when I get emotionally invested in trying to make someone feel bad after what they did to me. Like I gave the guy an opportunity, right? Like I gave him a chance to be like, you know what? You're right. What I said was delusional. I apologize. He had that chance. He decided not to take it. So guess what? I'm going to vent my fucking frustrations out into an article and put memes up of what you look like in your fucking basement as your mom's picking up your favorite fucking Hot Pockets on her way home from work.
Hell yeah.
Just you sweaty, greasy, fucking ugly
Little
nobody.
4 cheese pepperoni. Woo.
Absolute fucking nobody. Oh,
I stand with Dr.
Give him every
Bob.
chance.
I fucking hate it.
But Bob, when he's got a vendetta, you're in trouble.
Oh, I'll come right for you. I don't give a shit. I still want to like tweet. I still want to tweet at him. I still want to make him
I'm surprised he hasn't blocked you yet.
unnerved. Oh, he probably muted me, so he's not seeing it.
Q, shut the fuck up.
Someone ban Q.
All right.
Q, ban
Time
yourself.
out Q for
Q.
6 years. Q, time out yourself.
No, don't. Q donated $100 to charity this week, so he gets one more disgusting Scottish comment. Disgusting Scottish.
If you say a word about haggis, I'm going to lose my mind.
you got one more, and that's it. Use it wisely.
That's it. A little underbite. Anyway,
You guys want to do a little guess my game?
all right, fine.
All right.
Zohar is here to give you the wisdom.
For those listening who have never experienced Guess My Game, Zoltan Bob's Guess My Game before,
Yeah.
I am Zoltan Bob. Up here in this fucking big old skull of mine with this big, veiny, juicy brain that I got up there, I'm thinking of a game. Dom, Tiggy, with the help of chat, has 20 yes or no questions to try to determine what game I am thinking of.
I'm going to take notes on my
Fellas?
phone.
The floor is yours.
Tiggy, go ahead. You first.
Alrighty. So I'm gonna start off with: is this game part of a series?
Question. Dom, how do we want to define series?
Like there's a clear link between, like the games are clearly like in the same franchise. Like you could argue that like Demon Souls and Dark Souls are in the same series because they're the same like spiritually linked games, right?
Do we want to put a number on how many it would need to be to create a series?
No, like even if it's like I'm trying to think of a series with only 2 games. Like even if it was, I mean, there's more than 2 games, but even if it was like God of War and God of War 2, there's still a series.
Okay, then I'll say yes.
Okay. All right. Does this game series have more than 2 games?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think. Like, how we calling it? If there's a sequel to, if this is a prequel or a sequel,
All right.
like,
All right.
is
Good to
that
know.
considered a series, or if it's 3+, is that considered?
Good
a
to know.
series?
All right. I just wanted to sharpen that up.
Is this game available on multiple platforms?
Yes.
Okay. Was this game released on or before 2010?
Yeah, you got to make it. Oh, on or before?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh. On or
I didn't know if you were asking before or after. Sorry, I heard it
Yep,
wrong.
no, you're right.
Is this game only on console?
No.
Okay. Do you primarily play as a human in this game?
Yes.
Are there shooting mechanics?
Yes. However, I will say, here's a bonus for you. They're not the primary mechanic, but they are a mechanic.
You know, I left out the word primary. I usually keep that in. Thank you. That's big help. Big help.
Yeah, you got that for free. You're welcome.
Are there RPG mechanics in this game?
No.
Can the game be played online with others?
No.
Could this be considered a horror game?
Yes. It's spooky month.
Spooky.
Well, it's not League of Legends. I only play that with my own thoughts.
Okay, it could still very well be League of Legends. It is. League of Legends is a horror game.
Was that a question with the? Does that count as a question? The horror?
Yes, of course that counts as a question. The
Oh,
question was, is this considered a horror game? The answer was yes. Thus, it counts as a question, Tiki.
Yes.
You
so
don't
quick.
even-
Yeah, he asked it so quick. It was almost nonchalant.
What do you mean, eh?
Is the main protagonist female?
No.
Is the
Ooh. Oh, fun little tidbit I just found out. This was supposed to be a franchise. there were supposed to be 3 additional games and a movie made. I never knew that.
That have since got scrapped or are going to come out now.
Oh, very well scrapped.
Okay. It's primarily human, shoot mechanics. no
Does this game involve the undead?
No.
Ooh.
So it's a horror movie with shooting mechanics, no RPG.
Marco, thank you for the bits. Appreciate you.
And no undead, but it's single player only.
There are slight like supernatural elements to the game later on in it, but I don't think there's undead. It's
Yeah. It's not like
Primarily.
It's not like Left 4 Dead where you're fucking running from zombies the whole time and shit like that.
correct. Give Mr. Twinkie a question recap.
Mr. Twinkie,
He's
so
too,
we have
too busy talking about haggis.
is it part of a series? Yes. Is it more than 2 games? No. Multi-platform? Yes.
I'm gonna give you that for honestly. I'm gonna give you that one for free because I didn't know. I don't know how we want to define a series. I think moving forward, we define a series as 3+.
Okay.
And if there's just like a game and a sequel, it's not necessarily considered a series.
All right. So part of a series, yes. More than 2 games, no. Multi-platform, yes. On or before 2010, yes. Only on console,
well-
no. Primarily play as human, yes. Shooting mechanics, yes, but not primary. RPG mechanics, no. Not online, not but my main protagonist is not female. It is a horror game, and game does not involve the undead. It is, and for the year, Marco, it was released on or before the 2010.
So I'm going to go, is this game in third person?
No.
Question from the chat from Marco: are there flashlights involved?
Yes. There's a flashlight involved.
It is not in third person, Marco. All of this, except for the series stuff, could involve. Literally, if it was anything but more than 2 games, it could have been Luigi's Mansion.
Ooh.
A little
Well,
bit.
shooting-
That would have been a little curveball there. I'm just saying, it's not that, but it could have been.
It's a horror game.
I'm trying to think, yeah.
You vacuum cute sprite ghosts in it.
It's adorable.
Was this game
Luigi's
made,
Mansion scared the shit out of me as a kid.
was this game made by an indie studio?
No.
Not made by an industry.
It was also not published by an indie studio.
Okay. All right. All right.
So we're dealing with the big boys. Let me ask, this might be a dumb question. This isn't part of the questions for the game. This is about the game. Am I allowed to Google horror games? Or is this all off my knowledge?
Go ahead. Go ahead. I know both of your horror game, video game knowledge is not up to. You're at like 1/35 of what mine is.
That's true.
I mean, when we were
right.
doing horror games, I mean, I was happy we got Last of Us a long time ago.
All right. So here's my idea. And we are at question. This will be 15 because Bob said that one of them didn't count.
And I'm giving you guys like 3 bonuses. Like 3 bonus tips.
All right.
Because I don't think you'll get this one. Again, not that I don't want you to get it. I just don't think you'll get this one.
All right, I think I know what it is, but I'm not sure. Hold on. I'm trying to think of. I'm like looking at the game right now, and I'm trying to think of like a disqualifying question to ask.
Does the title look like a death metal band name?
Are you asking me or telling me?
No, I'm just fucking. Because I'm looking at it right now.
We're 13 questions in.
All right.
15.
Here's what I'm.
15?
Okay. Wait a minute.
This is 15.
Okay. Was this game? Okay, was this game published by Sega?
Yes.
Oh, Bob, I fucking got you.
Yes!
I fucking got you. You know how many?
Come on.
You know how many games I traded in for 59 cents when I worked at GameStop?
Get him, Dom. Get him. Go out in the water right now.
Were these games on Xbox 360?
Yes.
Let's go. Get him.
Okay,
him
so
again.
we got Sega, Xbox 360. There was only two of them. I played this game. I did play it.
I don't believe you.
I played it. I swear to God, I
If
played
you
it.
played it, you played it for 15 minutes.
That's 100% right. I brought it back the next day. I brought it back the next day. I don't really have any other qualifying questions. On the cover art for the first game is green a primary color on the cover art?
There's like four colors.
Green, white, red, black.
Yes.
Here.
Yeah. All right.
Is
I can
is it the first? Is it the sequel game?
No.
All right.
All
There
right.
you go.
Good clarification.
That is a good clarification, Marco. I'll have you know that I wasn't even looking at the chat when I saw that you had a similar idea. Is this game Condemned Criminal Origins?
Yes.
Let's
game is
fucking
Condemned
go.
Criminal Origins. Genuinely, so here's a story for you. Me and my cousin Chris too. I told this story a million times, that we would go to, every summer we would go to GameStop, we would buy a used game, we would beat it over a weekend, and then return it because there was a 2-week return policy.
Yep.
So we bought Condemned Criminal Origins, we played through it overnight, and it was one of the scariest things
So
we've
good.
ever played together.
It was terrifying.
Brought it back, and then we played the sequel, and then we started playing the Fear trilogy.
I remember the sequel being more like actiony, but also still had some. It was in that
Yeah,
time where like even like Fear 3 was like more of a co-op shooter than it was a survival horror game. And
Yeah.
but yeah, I remember. I think I even played the demo on Xbox 360 for Condemned, and I was like, no. I thought this was gonna be like a BioShock type, like freaky type game. Nope. It was terrifying.
It was in fact terrifying. They had, I would say, arguably some of the best enemy AI that I can remember for a horror game, where the AI would try to hide and ambush you. They would hide behind corners and then wait for you to walk by and then try to hit you in the back of the head.
So good.
Truly a remarkable game. And then, yeah, towards the end, there was like a little bit of supernatural twist to it. There wasn't like the final boss, like the real bad guy in that was like a fucking blood-covered cultist or some shit. But yeah, you're really just killing like drug addicts and homeless people for the entirety of the game.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It kind of reminded me of Manhunt,
Yeah,
which also scared the shit out of me.
in first person.
Yeah, in first person. All right, let's land the train, shall we? All right. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Big shout out to all the people that subbed, resubbed, shared everything. Go to patreon.com/BookGaming. And also make sure that you donate, subscribe, donate bits. All that stuff will help with our Breast Cancer Awareness Month fundraiser. Buy some merch, orchid8.com. Every penny of proceeds that do not go into the manufacturing of the clothes themselves are going to go towards an incredible cause. So if you have any questions about the charity, please ask me. I'm more than happy to tell you all about it, and share the stories that we have and interacting with them. But otherwise, please donate, please support. We appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Tiggy, what do you got?
I just want to thank you guys. I mean, I'm just continuously putting a smile on mine and everyone else's listening's face. And I had a lot of fun doing the Zoltan's Guess My Game. I think those, every time I get a little anxious when these games come up because I'm like, I just do not have the knowledge to help. But I felt really good that I
use whatever technology you have at your advantage. Okay, you can use that. Dom, not so much. He worked at GameStop for fucking 30 years.
So I looked at just horror games before 2010, and I couldn't even find the game. So I really didn't. I mean, my guess was going to be Amnesia: Dark Descent. I don't even know if that was any chance.
Also, hold on. Let me go back through the questions real quick. Series. It would have been a series because there's more than one Amnesia game. Mm-hmm. It was on. I believe it was on multiple platforms, console and PC. It was before 2010. You do play as a human. There aren't shooting mechanics, unfortunately. There's no RPG mechanics, so that works. No online, that works. It is a horror game. You are a male character. You don't fight undead. You fight supernatural entities in that game. And it's also first person, but that was an indie studio.
Okay.
So most of those did work.
Most of them. So I'll take pretty good. So anyways, just super happy nowadays, which is great. Excited for FlyQuest on Sunday. Gonna be fucking rocking them. I actually have a golf tournament as well with a couple club members that we have with our military thing. We kind of have a deal with one of the clubs around here. So I'm gonna be playing with some guys that me and my roommate Troy played with in the spring. So that'll be fun. And just really happy, guys.
Hell yeah. We love that. Cheers to Tiggy's happiness. First of all, I want to give a shout out to everybody who's donated, everybody who continues to donate, who's buying merch, who subscribes during this month. Thank you so much. It's all going to a great cause. I want to give a weird tangential shout out. One of the things that I love most about October and horror, spooky month in general, is how many Twitch streamers really dive headfirst into horror content. And there's a lot of good ones that I follow. But Dan's Gaming does from day one to to Halloween, just nonstop horror month stream because he started with he's been streaming for 15 years or 14 years or something. And a lot of his content was around horror games. So Dan's Gaming has a 24/7 stream up of past Dan from past recordings of horror games. And then he'll come back during the day, stream modern horror games, and then when he's offline, it's just more fucking horror games. And I fucking love that shit. So shout out to Dan's Gaming. Absolutely love it. Watched all of it last year, watching all of it again this year. And then one more shout out. Keep an eye on the Iron Lords podcast. I'm going to be trying to hop on in the near future to try to help promote some of the breast cancer awareness stuff. Want to spread the word, want to get it to their audience, want to get it to as many people as possible. So I am maybe this weekend, maybe next weekend. I don't know entirely. I got to talk to Cog tomorrow about it, but keep an eye on that. And then Big Wicked Good Gaming Suck It to Oblivion by DFW on Twitter. Also goes by Matt. Hey, Matt, guess what? Suck my dick, you fucking nerd. You're a nobody. You're always going to be a nobody. Nobody fucking cares. Your opinions don't matter. Nothing matters. Go Suck fucking it. Crawl into a hole.
Suck it.
Suck and it. If you haven't read the article that I wrote about at Oblivion by DFW, aka Matt on Twitter. Please read the article. It's some of my favorite work. And that article can be found at wickedgaming.com.
Yeah. Tiggy?
Yeah, so I've already done it.
He's fallen asleep.
I appreciate that.
My it's just dad fatigue. It's setting in. All right, episode 409. We love you all so much. We just please donate to the charity, will you? You know, clearly it's wearing on me. We love you so much, and we'll see you next week. Mwah.
Fight!